Hello, in this video, within Business to See forum, we will present results of the Alternfeed Ii project, effect of alternative and sustainable diet in rainbow trout juveniles. As mentioned by Food and Agriculture Organization in the last report of fisheries and aquaculture production, aquaculture is growing in a sustained way, with a prevision to reach more than 54% of the world production on 2030, reaching more than 109 million tons. This prevision supposes an increase on fish meal and fish oil demand. However, the prediction of growth on both raw materials seems to be stagnant during the next 10 years, which predict a negative balance between necessity and expected growth. New alternative had been implemented last period as soy to balance this equation, and many others are investigated to reach this equilibrium. In Alternfeed project we worked in new alternative for fish feed. We optimized microalgae production. We recuperate protein and oil from tuna water cooking. And we produced insect meal from vegetable product and byproduct. Ingredients from these three raw materials were used to formulate turbot fish diet, based on balanced commercial feed with an instruction of 15% of insect meal, 10% of mix of 4 microalgae strains, 7% and 8% of protein and oil recuperated from cooking water of tuna, and finally a mix of all ingredients. The inclusion reduces fish meal and fish oil within all diet with a proportion of 60% on insect meal, 21% in microalgae, 40 and 100% respectively in the P&L and mixed diet, are experimentally validated with juveniles of rainbow trout. 3,000 juveniles were anesthetized, weighted, length measured, and distributes in 15 tanks of 300 liters volume. Worked in RAS system. Experimentation lasted 60 days with 200 fish tank, and 3 replica per diet. During all the experiment, water quality for RAS and tanks were continuously recorded, except for ammonia, nitrate and nitrite realized using a kit. Fish were fed manually with 2% feeding rate 3 times a day and 7 days a week. Each 15 days fish were weighted and length measured. At the end of the experiment, we calculated condition index, FCR, and fish in fish out rate. Also, fish were sacrificed, liver and viscera were weighted and his and VSI were calculated. Dorsal muscles were stocked and protein, lipid, humidity, ash and fatty acid profile were analyzed. Results showed a homogeneous growth tendency for all the 5 diets. However, significant differences were observed. Control, P&L and insect had a higher weight than microalgae and mixed diet. Same tendency was observed in final length, SGR and RGR, showing the highest growth of insect and control and the lowest on microalgae diet. Respect to condition index, insect and P&L stand out with the highest value, assuming a better proportion fish. His and VSI consolidate this conclusion. On other hand, conversion factor shows no significant differences between diets. The highest FCR was detected for mixed diet, unlike the same diet potentially realized a best protein efficiency and FIFO rate. Respect to muscle analysis, no statistic differences were observed between diet in protein and fat. Although, P&L diet shows the highest protein and the lowest total fat level, on the contrary of insect diet with lower protein and high fat level, and also a significant higher level of ash in the muscle. The analysis of fatty acid profile showed no significant differences between diets except for saturated fatty acid where fish fed with microalgae contained lower saturated fatty acid percentage than the mixed diet. Also, no significant differences observed in percentage level between diet on EPA, DHA, omega-3 and omega-6, although mixed diet showed the highest level except for omega-6. As a conclusion, insect meal is a solid alternative for fish meal. Microalgae with this inclusion is self-defeating. P&L is a byproduct with a high potential to substitute fish meal and fish oil. Mixed diet could a balanced and sustainable diet if microalgae inclusion will be adapted. Thank you.